fine print in the DORA report. It says 75.9% of respondents are relying in part on AI as a daily professional responsibility. That is huge compared to last year. There was this great question in chat just now from Fortune. Why is AI a more urgent kind of hype than every other kind of tech hype that comes every 2 years and goes? My answer to this would be that, first of all, it's amazing how much of this is not actually new. I think you can replace AI with automation like 9 out of 10 times, not 10 out of 10 times, 9 out of 10 times. And it's like the same thing, only more. Is AI going to take away my job? Is automation going to take away my job? Usually the answer is, if you don't embrace it, yes, it will.
When it comes to things like productivity, DORA largely collects data through surveys. So not surprisingly, we asked, how does productivity being impacted, or how is your productivity being impacted by adopting more AI? And you can see here that our survey respondents largely report that AI is improving their productivity. I want to go back to a point that Philip made as well. He talked about trust. Like you do this research, but you still have to go back and check the sources. And again, that was something that we looked at. One of the questions we asked was, how much do you trust, or do you have trust in the quality of code that is generated by AI? And obviously this one is targeting software engineers, this specific question, but I think that likely generally this applies to the output of AI writ large, right? And so we see here that, yes, there are a number of people that are putting some trust, even a lot or a great deal of trust, but it's about 40% that report a little or no trust in the output of AI.
Depending on the task, somewhere in the 60 to 80% range is like the golden zone of doing stuff, because then that gives you enough confidence that like, A, it actually is generally doing a pretty good job and passing your scoring function for a wide variety of inputs, but also B, you actually have a wide variety enough and like diverse enough set of inputs to begin with that like you actually are stress testing the system. And I think it's funny, like that's like a best practice that you have to follow when you're building AI systems themselves. And that number is going to fluctuate depending on the task, of course. But I think it's funny how you can see this bearing out in trust of the code as an engineer. Like you almost want to have this evaluated mindset of, okay, if I'm 100% trusting everything this thing is doing, I must not be like stressing this system enough in the first place. And if I don't trust anything, then it's okay, why am I even using this tool? So like somewhere in the middle is where you actually would be.